What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out Ratropolis. So, fair disclosure, I've played this game a lot. This is not my first impressions. I know that's what my channel is more or less known for, to greater or lesser chagrin, is that I do my first impressions of games and I kind of give you my thoughts along the way. I've already recorded this episode, but I lost it somewhere on a hard drive. But it actually worked out kind of fortuitously. Because, like, I played this game for 4 or 5 hours on stream over at Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming, swing on through, and I really enjoyed it. This game has truly come into its own since the last time that I played it. I checked in on my history with this game, and I guess I've uploaded 2 videos on it previously, and they were spaced about a year apart. The game is fully out now. It's finished, and they've done a really good job making kind of a post-apocalyptic city-building roguelite with rats as the main character. Where every single character plays very differently and they have different goals and different things that they're working towards. Every deck feels unique when you're playing with it, and that really, really surprised me. So anyways, we're going to dive in for about 25-30 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game. I'm going to try and take it slow. You can't really pause the game. I think you can pause it, but like, I'm going to try and explain things along the way so that you can figure it out, but I might be moving kind of fast because ultimately this game is very much a race against time. So let's go ahead and start off the game. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, you can look down below in the description. It'll be next to my Discord and my Twitch link. We've unlocked some stuff. I've unlocked most of the playable characters. So we have the Merchant Leader. The Merchant Leader has an ability called Negotiator, which allows you to change the cards that are sold by a card merchant if you haven't bought one yet. That's actually more valuable than it sounds for building out a really solid deck. We've got Deal over here. Apparently we can discard a random card from our hand, and we get 10% of our total gold per discarded card. As this upgrades, it gets pretty good too. If you've got like a dead hand where nothing good is happening in that hand, you can just discard it, make a bunch of money for the next turn. So that you can have a really productive turn the next time around. We have the General Leader. This guy is probably my favorite. What this guy does is basically he's got, so the mechanics. Let me talk about the mechanics of each of these characters because like Slay the Spire, they are unique and it does matter. They actually have fully different decks, and I think a lot of people don't realize that until they play the game. So anyways, the Merchant Leader. His mechanic is that everybody in his army is a mercenary, which means that they only stay for like 30, 60, or 90 seconds. You can extend that out by various means, by like bribing them with liquor, or you can have kind of like slave rats that will like whip them back into shape and make them stay for longer than their contract. But this guy requires you to basically always keep an eye on the fact that your soldiers are leaving soon. And if you allow them to leave, it's going to be really bad, and you're probably going to lose. We have the General Leader. His units tend to be more expensive, but they are professional soldiers. They never leave. They cost a lot of money. They usually have a lot of attack and a lot of defense. They're good at what they do, but it's going to be hard for you to get a lot of them out per turn just because they're so prohibitively expensive. Over here we have the Builder. The Builder is all about engineering, so the Builder is going to have a whole lot of units. So the Builder has a lot of buildings that produce temporary units that only hang out for like one fight, and he's got basic units to hold back the enemy, while those units that only stay for like one wave kill everything effectively. So lots of pikemen, lots of guys with long reach, and then he's got buildings that will kind of spam arbalests and catapults that kind of disintegrate after a number of uses. So you've got to learn to balance that. The Scientist Leader I couldn't really wrap my head around. So the Scientist has robots, and really all of the Scientist units are super weak. But when they die, things happen. So they might explode into a puff of toxins. They might explode and cause a lightning storm, which strikes all your enemies. So, like, this guy is kind of micro-y. Like, you've got to know what you're doing, and you've got to be very familiar with the deck in order to play this guy. I played him once or twice, couldn't wrap my head around it. I just decided that he was kind of like some of the characters in Slay the Spire. He's just not for me. And then the Navigator I actually have not played yet. I have no idea what the Navigator does. So anyways, each one of these characters has their own tech tree, so as they level up, you'll unlock things. Every single one of them has a bunch of unlocks that get added on into their deck. My favorite guy is the General Leader, so that's who I'm going to play. We can also pick where we want to start on off. For new players, I would definitely recommend the Forest. The Coast and the Desert have some twists to them that are very, very difficult. So in the desert, you're going to be fighting undead mummies, and they have like vehicles and stuff like that. On the coast, you're fighting against pirates, and they have a whole bunch of abilities that like it would really take too much time to explain. Let's go with the Forest for right now, because I think this is where most players are going to start out. On top of that, there's also the pollution level. If you've beaten the game on various difficulties, you can raise it on up to make the game harder and harder and harder and harder and get Chivos and more XP and stuff like that if you really, really want to. So we'll go ahead and we'll start it on off. So here we are in Ratropolis. I'm going to pause the game for a minute just to explain to you like the basics of what we're trying to do. So we have the amount of gold that we have. Every card costs gold, as you can see from the top left of the card that we're going to be playing. We also have our population, our Ratisans. Right now we have 9 out of 9 people. Every time we spend a Ratisan on one of these cards, you'll note that it has a little rat symbol right there. That means it's going to cost us Ratisans in order to make that card function. Grain is temporary, so this is to go out and harvest, and we get that population back once the card expires. But in a lot of cases, like with the guards, it stays gone forever once you deploy them. So definitely keep that on in mind. We have our abilities right now. We have trained. That allows us to give 1 attack and 3 HP to all of the military cards in our hand for just this play only. Luckily, they stay on the map forever, so they keep those buffs forever, or at least until they die. We have our card bag, so that's going to be how many cards that are available to be drawn, what we have left inside of our deck. Basically, this is our deck, and then this is our discard. We can redraw whenever we want to, as long as this is lit up. I think the timer on it by default is like 60 seconds or something like that. It's been a couple days since I played, and I didn't really memorize it. But anyways, you can also reroll early for money, just in case you need like an influx of cards right now. Inside of our hand, we have grain. If we play grain, that means in 60 seconds or so, we're going to get a bunch of money, but it costs us $5 to play, and it holds 2 of our citizens hostage until it's done. Basically to signify that 2 of our Ratisans have been sent out to go be farmers and bring in a harvest. We have a house that's going to increase our pop cap. We've got cheese. We get gold for every cheese in our hand when we play a cheese card. So really playing a cheese with no other cheeses in your hand is pointless, but if we have 2 cheeses, we can make like 10 gold off of it. And then this right here is a unit card. So I'm going to play the cheese. I'm going to play the grain so we can get some money. I'm going to play the house to increase our pop cap. Obviously, they've done kind of like a Christmassy thing right now, so some of our rats are snowmen and elves and things of that nature. It's not really Christmas anymore, but I respect it. We'll play the guards over on this gate real fast, and so there he is. He's a little javelin guard. And then we'll go ahead and cycle our deck. We've got a shield militia, and we've got a shield rat, and then we've also got hunt. What hunt does is every time you kill a unit that's attacking your walls, you get gold. Let me play the potter real fast, the cheese real quick. While I'm explaining things, this game is a race against time, so every second that I spend explaining things is a second that I'm not playing the game. But hunt basically makes it so we get much more money for killing enemies. We're getting attacked from the left first. Let me see if I can get another unit or 2 to maybe help him out. Yeah, let's put another militia shield over here and like another guard over here. I don't have enough gold to play that, so we'll go ahead and play that. As you can see, our harvest is about to come in and give us 60 gold, and then we've got another one that's going to come in pretty soon. We've got 1 zombie rat coming on through. I think we'll be okay. We've got a handful of nothing right now, so I'll play the potter, which gives us 10 gold for every card in our hand. I will play the grain because our pop cap is looking okay for right now. We got a treasure chest after defeating that wave, so we can either upgrade a building inside of our base, we can get a house card, or we can get gold. I'm going to take the house card because I like the house card. I think the house card is good. We're going to get attacked from that side next. So we'll kind of get set up. If I can get a handful of critters, oh, we can play cheese twice right there, and then we've got another house right there too. So we'll go ahead and increase that. We got a merchant right here. The merchant will allow us to go through and basically buy cards. As of right now, we can get a gladiator, so whenever he gets healed, he gets extra HP. This deck right here does have medics inside of it, and so those gladiators right there can rapidly spiral out of control to being like really overpowered if you can get them out early. But since we don't have healers yet, I don't think it's going to be altogether that helpful to add to our deck. Let's see here. We've got Wanted. What that'll do is it permanently increases the bounty for the rest of the game that we'll get for killing any enemy unit. Or we could take the Tannery, which allows us to get just +4 bounty by it existing. The Wanted cards are nice. The Wanted cards are real nice. Like, if you can rotate these fast, you can end up getting, like, an absurd amount of money per kill. Like, legitimately. I've actually gotten it to the point where, like, my money is going up so fast, like, you can't even track it all. I'm going to take the Tannery, and I'm going to take the Wanted for right now. The Gladiator would be nice, but I'm not convinced that he's useful right now. I've got a militia shield over here. We'll go ahead and play him. I've got another couple seconds until I can really do anything with my deck, which is unfortunate. But hopefully we'll get something good out. I've got the Wanted poster right there. Let's play Potter first. Let's play Grain. We'll play Wanted. Let me get some guards over here. And then once this wave starts, I'm actually going to play this Hunt card so that we get that +8 bounty for the next 15 seconds. And let's play it, I guess. It won't be much, but it'll give us like an extra 32 gold, which I think is pretty sweet. I think that's a good investment. I can live with it. Let's redraw real fast while we wait for that to happen. There's our tannery. I'm going to play the tannery right there so that we can just get that free bounty. Oh, I should have played that first. We'll play wanted, we'll play cheese, and now we can either delete a card or we can get a card. Let's take a look and see what we can get. We've got militia maces. Okay, these guys have growth. What that means is if they kill like 15 things, they become a shield rat. This one over here, a militia mace. If he kills 15 things without dying, he will end up a mace rat. It looks like we can also use grind to kind of get like a low-level upgrade to our cards as well. I'm going to take the militia mace, I guess. That sounds good. I think I can live with that. We got another attack coming from the right. Our little dudes are unfortunately losing a little bit of HP. I can zoom in and I can zoom out to give you guys a better view. I'm going to go ahead and train everything in my hand real fast because we've got a very, very militia-heavy hand. So we'll go ahead and play all those guys right there. I'm going to play the grain because we don't really have much else going for us. We can't play the cheese right now because we'll lose money playing the cheese. So it's not that useful to us at the moment. However, we can play a hunt card right here if we play Potter first, play you right there. And then once they come on in, oh, they brought artillery with them this time. They brought artillery. Okay. Let me get another militia shield rat right there, and then we'll start the hunt right there now that they're starting to throw. Hopefully they kill stuff off before it even gets here, and look at that paycheck we just got out. Very nice. Between the tannery and between the hunt card, we're ready to rock. There's also randomized events in this game. On each map, they follow kind of like a prototype. It doesn't take that long to get all the events. I've played for about 10 or 15 hours, and I've pretty much seen all of them. But there are some variations, and they are chained, so the decisions you make in these earlier ones may affect what happens later on in the options that you have there. So, having escaped the ruined city, we've been looking for a safe place for a long time. Many have decided to become ordinary rats living a wild life, and now we are the only civilized rats inhabiting an established settlement. We must secure the last standing settlement. Fortunately, supplies were scavenged that will make the city helpful. So we have an option. We can get a grain card, we can get a random military card, or we can get an advisor. Advisors are kind of like relics in Slay the Spire. They give you buffs that last for the rest of the game, so your advisor might be an economic advisor. That means that you start generating more money from taxation. He might be a military advisor that gives everybody +1 attack. He might be a building advisor that randomly generates free cards. You don't know, but this is the best one by far right here, so I'm going to take it. It looks like we've gotten a barbarian. That makes all of our enemies hit for 1 less damage. That's all right. I'm going to take the expansion card right here so that I can upgrade the tannery, I think, or maybe one of our houses. We've got expansion right here. I have to play this, otherwise it goes away. So let's make the tannery a little bit larger. Should have played the grain card first, but I'm bad at my job. Let's go ahead and we'll play the wanted card right there. This gate is looking a little bit weak. I don't really want to put too much more on this right-hand gate until I have more population. So grain's coming in pretty soon. Ideally, we have 7 left. Okay, play the cheese real fast. We'll see how bad this wave is right here, and I'll decide what I want to do from there. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I don't have a wanted card to play right now. Hey, there's a hunt card right there. We'll play that real fast, just so we get some extra money while we're in the neighborhood. Now we're making good money, so we'll throw that on out there. Leader, the families of those killed in battle cry out in sorrow and demand just payment, as well as burial rites. Rats clinging to the bodies of the casualties of war fill the streets in front of the town hall. Their demands are shared by many, but we're short on funds. What should we do? Tax everybody harder, because there's no consequence for that. There actually is a consequence for that, but I'm not going to spoil. Let's see here. We can upgrade one of our buildings, too, which would be really, really nice. I'm going to build this house a little bit larger so that we get 2 more ratisans. That sounds great to me. We've got another vendor coming on in, too. We'll play the grain right there. What do you got for me? So we've got arm. 16 ephemeral max HP to 1 random military card in your hand. I think we're going to need defensive walls, so I'll probably take one of those. We should more than likely start expanding outwards. So I am going to take the defensive wall right there. I am going to take the watchtower. And I think I am going to take the militia bowman as well. We're going to be big spenders this time around. We got an attack coming from the left. I'll put a militia mace over here just in case. I should have buffed him first. Probably a mistake. We got militia bows over here. Yeah, let's make these guys a little stronger. So there you go. That's all set up. And we've got a wanted card right now, so I'm going to wait for this wave to come on in, and we're going to pop that wanted card, like, right when they come through so we can make some extra money. Our finances are already looking great. We are living like a rat baron right now. I shouldn't have done that. I wanted that wanted card, didn't I? Weak, dude. Oh, they brought a big boy with them. Okay, we'll put a guard over here just in case. Another militia mace. Just in case. You never know. I'm not going to put in the guard tower just yet because I'm not convinced that we need it. Can I get a wanted card, please? No wanted card, huh? You're going to do me like that. All right, that's fine. They're going to do me like that. It looks like our little guys are surviving. I could definitely use a medic or something. What is that, a house card? We could definitely use a house card. We can also level up our leader. That'll make this ability a lot stronger so that the buff that we give to our hand is larger. But I think I'm going to focus on houses for right now. Like, we need tax revenue, and we need the ability to kind of, like, stay up. We'll grab that right there. I kind of want to rotate early, but we've only got 6 seconds, so I think we'll be all right. I think we can wait it on out. There's our defensive wall. I'm going to push out this way. Hopefully that gets done, like, really, really soon. You were scouting around a new territory where you found a hideout inside of a tree. When you knocked on the door, you could hear a small voice answer. Shoo! We have no food to offer you, nor any free space. Please do us a favor and leave us alone. You can tell that the owner of the voice has a good heart and you want to recruit him. So we can either get 3 house cards, which is actually like a huge come up, or we can get a free advisor. I'm going to take the 3 house cards. You guys definitely go get on this wall right here. If you guys don't get on this wall, we're going to have a bad time. I'm going to deploy just some stalling troops right there real fast. Yeah, give me a militia bow over here. We've got 2 houses ready to rock. I'm going to try to keep all the houses, like, back in the safe zone over here. Yeah, if you guys could kill him a little faster, I would really appreciate it. Or just hold the line. I'm fine with either. We got the 3rd house right there. So there's another house. Oh, we got a boss chest. Nice. So we can get Ironclad. Heals allies for 50% of a max HP whenever the wave is over. Yeah, we need that. I'm going to add him to my advisors. We don't have healers yet, and the draw has not been generous. And so until we have that, I'm going to kind of be, like, worried. We've got a lot of units over here, though, so we're looking good on that side. I think we've got 13 rats ready to rock. All right, well, let's beef up this wall right here. We do have a hunt card, but, like, we're so good on money right now that I'm not really worried about it. I would really like to put a watchtower right there. That would be great. That's just going to fire an arrow that deals some damage to things that are behind the wall. We'll play the cheese. The wanted's going to be up in just a minute. We'll play another militia shield right there with some of our surplus. Really looking forward. Since we've got so many cards that have growth on them when they get a certain amount of XP, it's a good idea to keep them alive. So them healing after the round is going to make our lives a lot easier. Let's go ahead and play the wanted card right there, and we'll kind of see the way that this comes together. Play the grain card. Give me another guard right there. Hopefully we don't lose anybody right here. There we go. Nice, and everybody got healed. That's actually a banger of a card right there. We have our expansion card. I'm going to take that to upgrade maybe the watchtower. Yeah, let's make the watchtower a little bit nicer. Now it's going to fire 2 arrows. We got a wave coming in from both sides this time around. We also have a merchant that's rocking on in here, so I think that's going to be good. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm going to increase my bounty real fast. I am worried about this wave. I just don't want to be underprepared. Ooh, the Berserker. Yeah, we'll take him. A banner rat. The guys move faster. We can also get some more defensive walls so that we can go somewhere else. Okay. I'll take the house. And I'll take both of the defensive walls. And the reason for that is... Oh, do I need an expansion? I thought you could play a defensive wall on a defensive wall and upgrade it, but I think that might be the builder's special ability, is that he lets you play an identical card on top of a pre-existing card in order to make it better. Yeah, give me another militia bow over here. And then once this wave is over, I'm going to try and expand out in that direction. Yeah, go ahead and play wanted. Go ahead and play that just for the extra cash. How are we looking on this side? They've got a tower, so I think that's going to help them out a lot. He heals himself every time he attacks, And so I don't think he's going to be kind of like the main event over on this side. There's our treasure right there, 160 gold, or we can get a new card. Let's look for a new card. I can get another Berserker. Oh, or we can get +1 bounty for every hunter in our group. Oof, that's tempting too. No, let's go with another Berserker. No, let's vary it up because the Berserker will come up again. So we'll go with the Hunter. We'll try to make the deck a little more interesting. Let's expand our defensive wall out to there. I'm gonna recycle this real fast. Play the cheese. You guys move forward, and you guys live here now. Give a bowman and a javelineer on that side. I need to get this defensive wall out of my deck, so I may dangerously expand to the right, like aggressively. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Give them a Berserker on this side. So they got somebody that's a little tougher. I should have played the Potter first. Give them an Archer. We've got another Militia Mace over here. And once the wave starts, I'm going to go ahead and play Hunt too. We're about to get a big influx of cash from our grain rations as well. And then we're about to get a bounty increase too, so. Okay, they're coming in from both sides right now. Go ahead and play the Hunt card real fast. Let me recycle real quick. We've got another Berserker. I'm going to put him on that, so I'm going to try and alternate, basically. Oh, I can get even more bounty. Nice. I like that idea. Let's get as much bounty as we possibly can out of this. Yeah, look how much money we're generating per kill. Like 30 gold, dude. That's pretty good. The wave is over. They're all going to heal. I'll give them another guard on this side, but we are getting hammered. The scouting squad did not return at the expected time that day. We learned why later that night. A savage group of weasels are near the city. I was barely able to save my life by running, and performing retrograde advances due to my tactical insight. The sole surviving scout, who seems a little too healthy to have fought courageously against the weasels, cautiously makes a proposal. As I've delivered such critical information to you, I think I deserve a just reward. A promotion to an important post, perhaps? Let's go ahead and we'll let the people decide. It looks like the people did not decide to make him an advisor. We have a chest on this side. I'll take the expansion card, please. Play the cheese right there. We'll get a hunter on this side. We've got another militia bow. I think I'd like him over here. Militia shield. Oh, we're almost out of population. That's not good. I should be buffing these guys more frequently, too. All right. Expand the wall right there. Make it a little bit nicer. What? Good news, leader. We are not the only ones to restart civilization. The scout points to a spot on the map as he explains. There's another settlement around here. It's much smaller than ours, but I think they can be talked into joining us. He lowers his voice. Of course, there are other ways to move, he winks. So I can send them a gift. The reward will depend on the rarity of the card. Okay. I don't really have anything altogether that nice. I guess I'll give him the militia shield rat, I guess. And we'll just kind of see what they say when they come back. We've got another wanted card. I have no population right now, which is definitely not great. Yeah. Not a great situation right now. I would definitely prefer to have, like, a little bit more population right now, but that tower is actually a force equalizer on the other side. This side's taking a lot more damage than the other side is just due to the tower. It's good to know. So with 3 population now, we can play that. We can play that. We got another militia bow coming through. I need houses, man. That's what I really need. 2 house cards and a defensive wall card. I gotta take it. Like, I gotta keep my population growing. That's exactly what I asked for, and the game decided to oblige me. And so in the case of being obliged, I think I'll just go with it. Be another house right there. What does this guy want? Many rats question your leadership and support for you is running low. Those who defy your rule remind Ratizans of the tragedy at Ratropolis. They claim that your reign will lead them to disaster. Here are their demands. If you give me the order, I can expel them from the city and leave them to the mercy of the monsters. Now, we're not getting our money from tax rate anyways, so we can give them the tax break. This game basically has kind of like an internal reputation meter with you and your society. And if it gets too far, you get overthrown. I don't mean to, like, it's one of the major mechanics of the game, and I don't mean to spoil, but you kind of need to know that in order to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I am going to take the apartment building and the apartment building. We're going to take both of those. I think we can go with heroism. Oh, okay. So basically we have to have a low population count and still win. I'm still looking for a healer, but they haven't given me one yet. The banner rat has no attack. Like, he only has HP, so I don't really want him. I'm still tempted to take the gladiator. Actually, we heal after every fight now, so the gladiator might not be as terrible of a choice as it used to be. We'll throw those on out there. Let's see if we can get these apartment buildings. Yeah, dude. There we go. Yep, get those apartments. And then there's another house over here. Population just exploding right now. You got to love it. We'll give them a gladiator over on that side just to make sure everything's being fairly distributed. Another berserker, militia mace. I'm going to wait till this comes on in so that we can use the wanted and the hunt card on it. I should still be clicking. I always forget to do training. I got to train myself. Oh, the weasels are here. So we are officially at war with the weasels now. Things just got real. We'll play hunt real fast so that we get a nice little paycheck from killing them now that we have no tax income. All right. And we can get another house, gold, or delete a card. I think I'm going to take the house. Go ahead and play that for our shield rats that we're about to play. We'll go ahead and get another house card right there. I've got more defensive walls. Technically, I can push out. I guess I'll push out this way. I don't really want to push out this way because of the tower, but I think I'm going to do it anyways. We're more than likely going to need more building space anyways, so. And, like, honestly, those cards get deleted when they come out of my hand, so, like, I kind of need them to stop clogging up my draw. Hopefully we pick up an expansion card soon so we can upgrade this to stone and make it a little bit stronger. But we're doing a pretty good job of taking over territory right now. We're looking good. We've got gladiators. We've got some cheese right there, so I'll play that for a little bit of money. Give me a hunter over here. Give me a bowman. Give me a gladiator. They're coming in hot. They're coming in real hot right now. Give me that wanted card, please. Play that guy. We're looking good. We're holding. I'm happy for it. Where was that treasure chest at? Hey, expansion card. Nice. I need that to upgrade this wall to stone. And there it is. It's now a stone wall. I could also use it on the apartment buildings, but I think that's better. We've got good population right now, so we'll play it on the apartment buildings a little bit later. Go ahead and play another wanted too. All of our money is coming from fighting right now, so like I really I need my bounty to be as high as possible because that's the only reason we're making it right now financially. Another berserker, another guard. There we go. I'm pushing my population kind of low right now, though, so we'll want to keep an eye on that until we get a few more fights under our belt. You never want to zero out your population, just as a general rule. That's one thing that I've learned from playing this game is never zero out your population because it tremendously limits your options for fixing problems. Oh, they brought a battering ram this time. Look at you guys over here. Just battering ramming your way through. Yeah, it's going to be a long-term problem. Go ahead and play the hunt card so we can glean out a little bit of money when this all ends. I should have played the potter first. Yet again, didn't even see the potter that time. 30 gold per kill. I like it. Was that guy like a shaman or something? Good. Nice little paycheck right there. I'll take it. We'll go ahead and play the grain card to keep money coming on in. Strategist. Whenever we redraw, we keep all of our hand cards. We can get a defensive wall and 2 house cards, or we can get a legendary cards. Legendary cards are actually really good, so we probably want to do that. We can get immortals right now. So whenever they kill somebody, they get 30% of their HP back, or when they assist. That's very important. However, this is a very expensive card with 3 population coming off of the meter every time we play it. However, these guys are really good. Like, they can single-handedly kind of turn a wave just through their own healing of themselves. Public bathhouse is nice, but I don't think it really fits into my strategy for right now. The bounty hunt is cool. Like, that definitely plays on in, but I think really the only choice is the immortal, and we can just be very discerning about when we want to play it. My name is Splattercat. This is Ratropolis. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I really like this game. I've been enjoying the hell out of it, so much so that I've streamed it. Like, I've been playing it in my free time. I think this game is really good, and it's kind of underrated, so check it out down below. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. I'll see y'all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the skillet, but for right now, chow time's over. Bye, everybody.